Hello, my name is John Hill. Welcome to another video. Today, our main focus at Watauga Skate Park is this little section right here, this 3-stair handrail, hubba, stair set combination. It's 7 a.m. and last night I was watching the X Games, which is kind of rare for me. I'm not super into watching contests or skating contests for that matter, but it got me very much inspired. I admit it. I've always thought of skateboarding as a collaborative effort, so competition in it always seemed really silly to me. But I get it. I was watching it and all of them seemed like good friends. They were high-fiving. And one of my favorite parts was when Shane O'Neill, well, spoiler alert, I'm gonna say something, okay. Shane O'Neill won the whole thing and I really appreciate the fact that once he won it, he was like, no, he's like, Vincent should have won. And everyone there kind of said the same thing, even Gary Rogers, who's on the mic, which is really cool that Gary Rogers, the dude from Skate Line, is also emceeing the competition. He's very good at it and it was really fun to watch, but Shane O'Neill won and nobody thought it was fair, including Shane O'Neill. And I thought that was kind of cool that they'd be like, nah, dude. A way that a lot of these people approach the contest is to have these really good tricks or unique tricks very consistently so that it stands out above the rest, but it's also a trick that is technically harder. And today I kind of want to focus on that for myself. I'm not someone who's going to skate a contest in the future, but I do want to build a set of 10 of my favorite tricks that are unique and also technically advanced, and I want to have them every try. So when I go to a new skate park or when I'm skating in front of people that watch me or I do a demo, then I can do these tricks and people will be like, wow. And one of those tricks I want to have very consistently is nollie to a front crook down the handrail. It's something that I've done down the hubba very casually and easily, but today I was like, I want to have that consistent. I want to be able to do like 5 in a row. Might not happen, but let's work on this one trick for now because I always get ahead of myself, focus on this one trick, nollie front board, and then of course all the tricks that lead up to it, like nollie 50, nollie front board, nollie front nose. Locking in first try is always a very good feeling. Locking in second try is also a good feeling. Locking in third try, also good, just land it. Landing in fourth try is also good. All right, let's lock it in. Let's do 3 more. It's kind of wild with that trick. It's such a different trick than doing it on a flat ledge that having it consistent just on a flat ledge might make it a little easier, but since it feels like such a different trick, you just gotta practice it down the rail. And it feels like it's getting a lot better just by this tiny little session where I did, I think 4 of them. I feel so much better at them, getting a lot more consistent. And this is definitely one of my like X Games mode tricks, especially if I get to do it every try, which is, I'm not there yet. So even though I've traditionally been more of a street skateboarder, I do get so juiced when I watch people skate parks consistently, like Ashad Ware. Anytime I see him, especially skating in person, but in these videos, it's like mind-blowing. Same with Jamie Foy, just the way that he holds ledge and rail tricks for so long just seems so satisfying. Just imagine holding a front crook just infinitely. You know it's gotta feel good. Now I've mentioned before why I don't skate contests. It has a lot to do with, you know, like my anxiety, which I hate saying because I also think that if you keep reiterating the fact that you have bad anxiety, it gives you worse anxiety. So I'm not trying to reiterate on the fact. I just know that after skating 20 contests or so, I genuinely, at the end of the day, no matter if I won or anything, I would know that I had a less good time than a good time. The anxiety of it outweighed the benefits every time. So unfortunately, I knew that that's where that was, but also it's the opposite reason of why skateboarding is important to me, because it's a complete sense of escapism. If the actual thing that I use to escape becomes the thing that causes me huge amounts of stress, more stress than any job by far that I've ever had, then there's no point in it. As in showing up to do construction or retail or restaurant or delivery was never as stressful as showing up to a competition. Okay, now let's focus on switchback tails and all the stuff that comes with it, because there's gonna be warm-up tricks, but switch backside tailside down the rail is that's the big goal. good slide, and we're on our way. Now the rail shouldn't be any different. It's like this much taller. The switchback tail feels consistent and chill, but I do want to do switchback board slide. And I don't know why, but I want to do a switchback 50. It's not a trick that really helps with it, but it kind of gets past that mental scary barrier. And then I'm gonna do the hubba, run right back and try the rail. Because that's like, I think I need that mental thing of like, okay, you just did it, so nothing should stop you mentally. It doesn't actually help with it. It just like gets me used to the switch backside ollie into the rail. I think it's too in my head now, and it's like wearing me out, just being stressed about it, so I'm not gonna think about it. I'm just gonna do 5 more switchback tails. This is when I started trying a switch flip back 50, and I was so in the zone and not wanting to break my distraction that I didn't talk to the camera, but I'm so scared of this. All right. I have never done switch flip grind, really on anything, so I was so excited about trying this. I've done it on a flat ledge, I'll give you that, but never down a hubba. I don't know how, but that ended up being pretty solid, like close to perfect. I could have come out a little bit better, but I was like very surprised, as you can see in my face. And now a dream trick. I did not even expect to go this direction today, but I've been wanting to do a switch flip back 5-0 down the hubba. It's just a trick that I think I can do, especially after doing the switch flip 50. So now let's battle that. I'm gonna probably turn my camera vertical so it's like optimized for Instagram, but switch flip back 5-0 down the hubba today. Out of all days, didn't expect it, but I'm excited. I landed it as good as I could possibly do it, but my camera overheated, so I didn't capture it. That was pretty much exactly the session I was hoping for. I did make a list of 50 tricks that I hope to one day get very consistently. Even today though, I didn't get the switchback tail down the rail, which I eventually want to do. Did not expect the switch flip back 5-0 at all, but I will say this. Once I missed the footage, which was really, really traumatic, like I looked at the camera and was like, it didn't film the one I landed, which was perfect. I was like, shit, this is gonna take forever. But since I was so frustrated, I ended up landing it I think 2 or 3 more times really quickly. Like I think I landed it within 2 tries, and then it took me like another 2 tries. So I feel like switch flip back 5-0 randomly can be one of those tricks that I have somewhat consistently down hubbas, even though this is a smaller hubba. It's a 3-stair, it's a little longer than usual, but getting into it is low. But the rail is actually a little tall to get into, because usually with skate parks, even if the rail is down more stairs, it's steeper, so you can kind of gap out. So you don't have to nollie as high. This rail is tall and mellow, but it's good practice for me because it means I have to like practice my pop. So I could get into the nollie front crooks, which I was really proud of, because it's a decent amount of pop for a handrail. There's a lot of room for error, and just getting into that made me feel happy. I actually think it'd be fun one day to live stream me like watching this whole thing together. I could probably get in touch with somebody at the X Games, because I know someone at the Olympics and someone at Dew Tour. One time I did a collab with Dew Tour, like reached out to me, so maybe I can figure out a way to be like, hey, you should let me live stream these to get more eyes, because this is like, that would be fun. I feel like that would be the best way to enjoy the contest, even though usually I hate the whole contest, fan feed, whatever. I would just kind of be like another Gary Rogers. I'd be like a guy who'd be like, all right, Yuto Horigami drops in, nollie back 360, no slide. We've never seen this in contest before, that whole thing, which is actually really fun. I think Gary Rogers has been like such a cool contribution to these contests, and whoever the other guy is announcing is just like, he knows everything about skateboarding, and he sounds like an announcer. It's really cool. It's like, it's just funny because it's so much money, so many resources, and not really the kind of eyes you would expect on something like that, which is I think why a lot of people pulled back from the X Games and from contests in general, unless you're Battle at the Barracks. Every other contest doesn't really get the kind of eyes that you think like $1 million contest would get. So why am I training the way that I'm training? The truth is, I still have people watching me. I still have eyes. People notice my skating and they look, and I get really motivated by the idea that I can post a clip and it can be enjoyed by people from different sectors. I like the fact that traditional skateboarding, or the people that I grew up skateboarding, can be like, holy fuck, dude, that's really cool to see you doing that. And then I can have the people who are new to skateboarding being like, whoa, what's that? I'm interested in me being able to teach and show. And that's kind of what the Progress Daily Instagram has been all about lately. I've been doing these very subtle, like, here's a nuance about skateboarding that you may have not known. So that's been getting like a lot of love, just the Instagram. And then my Instagram, I'm doing like skits and stuff. I'm kind of making fun of the gatekeeping side of skateboarding, trying to make it seem like a more friendly atmosphere, and then also showcasing more skateboarding. So it's very like, I'm trying to seriously bridge like the crazy level of skateboarding and misunderstanding with people who have no idea what they're looking at. And it's been really fun to try to bridge that together. So I feel like now in YouTube, that's my official job, is to make the connect of someone who wants to get back into skateboarding, a new skateboarder with high levels of skateboarding, and trying to have it make sense and be enjoyed by everyone. Keep going out there, keep training, keep working out what you're trying to do. And the thing is, at the end of the day, it doesn't have to be skateboarding. I think it's fun to have a good artistic hobby, and it could be like art, it could be parkour, it could be dancing, it could be making music, anything like that I think is a really, really good thing to have. And I hope the best for you in your endeavors, because it's all about discipline. Even in creativity, you gotta sit there and you gotta go at it, you gotta be inspired, you gotta, you gotta work. And that's what we did today, but it was all fun. So fun work. Okay, disciplined, fun work. That's it. Show up, keep giving it one more try, one more try until it gets done. All right, thank you so much for watching. Take care, Progress Daily, and keep killing it.